Hi, good evening, everybody. I hope you all are doing good. Hello, 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 everybody. Just give me 2 minutes. I'm doing some changes at my end, and the session would be resuming very soon. Most of you already know the purpose of the session and what exactly we do here on this channel. So, if anybody has any specific questions related to their Kundali, it can be related to your marriage, career, health, child, birth. Maybe you are planning for IVF and you want to wait a bit more longer. Uh, then this session can be utilized for that purpose. Uh, Generally, it is a 1 hour session. If anybody is interested, they can use this for their benefit. And every day we try to just have this session for you all. What is required during this session? So during this session, you have to share your date of birth, place of birth, time of birth. Um, as long as you share that detail, I would be able to create your profile, and then we can discuss more about your chart. So it's that simple. So just give me a minute, guys. Just give me a minute. I'm not looking at the chat right now. So if anybody is there and waiting for my response, just wait for 2 minutes and we'll resume the session shortly. Meanwhile, you can share your details. If you have any specific details, then please feel free to share that. Hey, hi, pretty lady. How are you doing? We are all set, everybody. Let's start the session. So, if anybody has any specific questions, feel free to shoot it, and I would love to address that. Hey, hi Ayush, how are you doing? We do have the very first request for today, and that is coming from Ayush. He's from Bihar. So let me create his profile. A lot of people ask about what is the name of the application, right? Which we are going to use during this session. So we are going to use this application. The name of the application is Lacuna Astro. It's available on App Store and Play Store. If anybody is interested during the session, feel free to go and download that. Uh, During the session, it's not required. You can you can just focus on me, and after the session, definitely you can just go back and have your own copy of the application. And that's definitely going to give you a lot of benefits because it has a lot of features which are freely available, and you can just use that for your benefit. So we do have the very first profile for today for us, and that is coming from Ayush. He is from Bihar. We have the next profile as well, and that is coming from Harsimran, Harsimranjeet. So we are adding her as well into the queue. Guys, please make sure I'm not going to read your questions unless I come to you. So I would suggest, if you are somebody who is in your early 20s, then please do not ask any questions related to love and affair and all those things, because I want you young people to focus more on your career and on your future, rather than asking Rocky and Rani related things, right? Although we can answer that, but the purpose of live session is not about looking into Rocky ko Rani kab milegi and all that thing, right? So I would suggest you guys to please be very particular about what you are asking, because that is very important for us to have the right utilization of my time. So, Harsimran, thank you so much for understanding the situation I just highlighted. If you have anything else which is more career centered and more around how is your financial condition is going to be in future, do you have any health problem or anything like that, if you really want to discuss that, feel free to ask. Other than that, I would not be able to address questions like this. If you are in your early 20s, obviously, if you are at your late 20s, then these kind of questions definitely start making sense. But if you are just 20, 21 years old and you're asking about your spouse and your partner and things like that, that is nothing but a waste of time for me. So I would not be addressing that. So let's continue, guys. We do have the uh, first profile, and I'm going to create this for Ayush Kumar. So how do we create the profile? So to create the profile, you can just follow this approach. Ayush Kumar, where are you born? I don't see this place, man. Is there any other nearby place which is renowned? If you can highlight that. This place is not there in our database. So if you have any other renowned place nearby, please do share that with me, and I would try to. Okay. No, that is also not there. No. Any other place? I mean, we do have a different way to get it done, but I want you to just think of anything which is. I think Bhagalpur is there. Yes, perfect. Bhagalpur is there. I'll just take a note of. No, Bhagalpur is fine. That is there. I'll just add these places also. I'll just get it added into the database for the next release. So just hold on. Fine. So we are creating the first profile for today, and that is our Ayush. All of you can create your own profiles if you have the Lacuna Astro application. You can create your own profiles if you want. Hey, hi Saloni, how are you doing? Ayush, your chart is ready. I would request you to please validate the details coming here on the screen. Hey, hi Saloni. I'm also doing good. Thank you so much for asking. Who is next? Ayush, may I request you to please confirm the details which we have added for you? Perfect. Ayush, this is your token. So this is the token which you have to provide each time you come for any consultation in the purview of Lacuna Astro. Okay. So as long as you want to connect with us, this is the unique token you have to use. Uh, Saloni, I'm the founder and the CTO of this product. I'm not, I mean, it's by profession. I never thought that I would use astrology as a medium of my, primary source of earning, right? But right now, I own this company. I own this product. I'm not promoting anything. I'm just trying to make sure that you guys have the right thing in your pocket. So that's the intent we have. Okay. No, that's fine, Saloni. Everybody is new. And the purpose of this session is to just help our customers. Anybody who is using Lacuna Astro is entitled to use this session. Obviously, a lot of new viewers come and they eventually end up having the application as well. So, in a way, we are doing a lot of things, right? So we are promoting the app also. If you want, you can use it. If you don't want, that's all right. Let's move on. So, Ayush, this is your token. Next time when you come, this is what exactly I would be expecting you to share with me. Okay. In case if you miss this token, then it would be pretty hard for us to track down the discussions we are going to have with you today, right? So in our system, each and every detail which we are going to share with you, or which you are going to share with us, is going to be documented. What is the purpose of it? The purpose of that is to just have a, historical data with us, which allows us to be a little bit more pragmatic, and it also helps us as a, uh, lagging indicator. So next time when you come, we would be aware what exactly you asked, what was the prediction we gave, and if there were any suggestions in terms of any mantra chanting or any specific stone or something was suggested to you, so that all would be documented against this token, the token which we gave. So make sure you are not losing this token. To losing this token is definitely going to make you somebody whom I would consider as enemy of Lacuna Astro. Okay, fine. Let's move on, guys. So Ayush, your chart is here. Your numerological chart is definitely indicating some turbulence when it comes to having a healthy relationship, or it can be related to marriage also. So that can be something which would be an ongoing issue throughout life. Your Kundli is also indicating there is Mangal Dosh also available. If you want to get scared, that's absolutely fine. If you want to get scared out of it, then that's all right. But it is also indicating that there is a strong possibility of you being a guy who is working, so you must be doing some sort of job, or something should be there. It is not like you do not have any source of income, so that is there. Sonali, Saloni, what makes you laugh? So now we are looking at the possibility of marriage. So sun is in support of marriage, moon is in absolute support of marriage, but moon is also showing the denial as well. So 1610 is there. Mars is also in support of marriage, but if you marry in the dasha of Mars, then expansion of family can become an issue. Enemies, yeah. Now see, Saloni, we put a lot of effort in terms of documenting uh, and maintaining the history of every user, right? So you would see that on this channel there are around 1400 subscribers. Majority of them, potentially I would have connected with them in some way or some form, right? So there is a emotional bonding there, right? Since I am giving a lot of time of mine, which I could utilize to do something else to you guys, and that is coming for free. So there is a emotion also involved here, right? It's not at all purely professional thing. So that's the reasoning I use that word. I understand it may sound harsh, but it's okay. So if you marry in the dasha of Mars, then the family expansion can be an issue. uh, Mercury is also in support of this, but I see that there is a very frequent occurrence of separation as well. So now the question I have for you, Ayush, have you already been married, and are you looking for a second marriage? Ayush, or you are already going through a turbulence in your current marriage? May I request you to please quickly answer that? And have you asked about, uh, yeah, you were asking about the wedding only, and that's okay. So it's all right if you have never been married, because I haven't checked the dashas yet, when those dashas have come. But if you see that multiple planets are reflecting the possibility of happening that event, then obviously the chances of getting married is very high. Now the point I want you to be very clear about, no matter when you get married, majority of your planets are clearly indicating that there is a strong possibility of separation as well. So if you have any sort of anger issues, which is clearly reflected by if it is uh, if you have anything currently going on which is associated with your temperament, right? If you have any sort of anger issues or anything of that sort, then I would suggest you to please start correcting that, because if I just talk about moon, it is also indicating separation, Mars is indicating separation, Mercury is indicating separation, and Jupiter is indicating separation, and these separations are very strongly positioned, and that is happening at the level of star lord and the sub lord level. So it means there is a strong possibility that you may end up having that situation. So why I'm saying that, I'm not trying to scare you, I'm just saying that marriage is a, a big commitment, right, where you have to adjust a lot of things in order to get it um, I mean, in order to reach to the destination, right? The destination of a marriage is a happy and healthy life. So to reach to that point, you have to make sure that you are adjusting to that situation. So most likely you may end up in a situation where you would not be very cooperative in this sort of relationship, because most of the planets are indicating that and reflecting this. So this is one suggestion I have for you, which you must take care of. Okay. Right now you are in Shani Mahadasha, and in Shani the Star Lord is clearly indicating that there is a possibility of delay. So in case if you are trying to find somebody who is a suitable partner for you, so the dasha itself is in denial at the moment. But let's explore more combinations and see when exactly it can happen. So if we don't see anything which is so we need to see that when exactly the specific event can occur, right? You are in Shani Rahu Shani at the moment, and you are exiting in the month of June. Then you are going for Shani Rahu Budh. Budh is in support, but it is in denial also. Okay. What about Ketu? Ketu is also in denial. What about Shukra? It is supporting, and at least if you marry in the dasha of Shukra, then most likely it would be just a kind of fighting. But anyways, dasha and the Antardasha both are denying. Just hold on. I need to expand the horizon. Just give me 2 more minutes. Okay. See, yeah. So just looking at timing is not possible in your chart, man, because your chart is positioned in such a way where if you marry at a wrong time, then definitely you are going to end up in a separation. Okay. So this may sound like something which is nonsense, but if there is a possibility, then we have to be very sure what we are predicting. If I tell you a time, and obviously you are not just going to take that as a final verdict, right? But for me this matters, what we are telling you. So when we tell you the time, I have to be very sure whether that is definitely in favor of the event or not. Otherwise, you go anywhere else and you just have a consultation with somebody, you would get to know the same thing would be coming out if they are using the right techniques. So now what I would tell you, there is a very strong possibility of separation no matter what time we find out. Okay, so most likely this event can happen only in 2028. There is a possibility, and that is happening in 2028 October. So now, even before that, this can happen. You can go for a marriage even before that. But the point is, if you go for that relationship, it is definitely going to end very soon. So now you decide when you want to do it. The most favorable time where it would last a bit longer is coming somewhere in the year of 2028 October. Now choice is yours how you want to go ahead and do this for you. Only request I have to you is just work on your own way of executing and conducting the life. Otherwise, yeah, I hope you understand what I want to say. So I'll just document it. Everybody wants to hear when exactly it would happen. No, there are no remedies for behavior, Saloni. What you can have for your behavior. So for behavior, you have to just follow certain mindful practices, right? Because that is something, unless you are not introspecting and you are not really accepting that yes, this is the problem I have, you generally don't change. So if I say that you go and start wearing this stone, that stone, and something like that, it is not going to help. I can just recommend him a book. Uh, I can just recommend a book, right? But I can just tell you one thing. Please, Ayush, work on your temperament. Otherwise, जब होंगी चीज़ें, अगर मन करेगा तो आ जाना दोबारा. Otherwise, this is what I think is going to happen. The chart has a strong possibility of separation. This will lead to court cases as well. The suggestion is to Saloni, what's the intent of you being here? Do you have any questions, or you just want to let people know that you are just here to support? What's your intent of being here, Saloni? Obviously, you would have some intention to come here, right? What is that? May I know, please? The suggestion is to look for the right time, else the relation will end up in a mess, and the separation is inevitable. Perfect. If you have any question, you can ask. Otherwise, we don't do any general discussions, right? So in general means I would not be talking about. No, I feel that. I feel that the way you are contributing, I feel that. But I just wanted to be sure that if you have anything specific to ask, please ask, and then you can use your time somewhere else, something more meaningful. So, Hemant, I'm so sorry, we are not going to look into your chart because you are just 21 and you are worried about your wife. I think you would not be earning 100 rupees per month right now, and now you want to understand wife कैसी होगी. So, I'm so sorry. ये हीर रांझा के लिए थोड़ा सा जल्दी टाइम है. I would request you to come after 6 years. So if you are in your late 20s, then definitely this question makes a sense. Otherwise, it is just a pure waste of time for me. I'm not going to look into it. So I'm so sorry. Anybody else? मैरिज कब होगी और वाइफ कैसी कैसा होगा? ओके, सो Sovan Pal, if you're there, let me know. Pal, if you're there, just let me know, please. Yeah, having the realization of the purpose we are trying to solve is what helps you decide whether to do it or not, right? And we already know that he's just 2005 born. Uh, he should have bigger goals than satisfying his physical needs, right? And asking about why there's that at this age is clear indication that this guy has no other purpose. Uh, because I don't read all the messages. Okay, we don't read all the messages unless we come to them, right? Oh my God, your time is so precious because you are searching for your wife, right? Uh, all the best, man. Keep searching. So Hemanta, thank you so much for coming here. You can do whatever you want, but this is what I have for you, right? Please go and focus on your career. I think this advice is far better than me telling you how she would look like, right? Since you do not have any bigger purpose than that right now in your life, I think I don't know how to make you understand that. But your message itself is indicating that you are so keen to have somebody in your life. So I'm so sorry, I can't help you with that, man. Guys, if you have anybody has any other questions, so please let me know. And otherwise, I'll be just giving a quick walkthrough of the application, right? So that is very important. And uh, Hemant, probably this is what can help you, right? If you are really so keen to get that. Why I'm saying that? Yeah, I was reading a lot about roasting coffees, right? Because I just wanted to have a coffee machine in office, right? So I was just trying to get some more ideas about how do we, which coffee would be good, and how do we know if it is coming from the right origin and other things, right? So let's leave that. Let's talk about the application, right? So if anybody right now application is not having the control over certain things, what those things are. So application would not prevent anybody to ask uh, no, he is not coffee. So no. So if somebody has an application, right, and that application uh, is obviously, if it is Lacuna Astro, then Lacuna Astro has a lot of capabilities which allows people to go and ask certain questions. What those questions are? So there are around 49 questions we have selected very specifically, which can address different dimensions of your life, right? This can center around health, it can center around marriage, child, job. If you want to get into the business, then that can also be explored. So there are multiple dimensions in your life which certainly somebody wants to explore at a given point in time. So that is what we have tried to identify for you. So here in the consultation section in the application, when you go there, you get to see these options, right? So these options are nothing but what I just said, right? It is health, love, affair, marriage, children, education, property. There are other things also, right? Vehicle, travel, and legal proceedings, job or business. Anything which you feel is a burning concern for you at a given point in time, you can definitely go and use these questions to get those answers. How this works, it is very simple. You just go inside it. You get to see all these questions listed there, right? And it very clearly, beautifully tells you. For example, if you are seeking any health advice, then it tells you that this requires only one profile. For example, if you are looking for a compatibility test between two people, then it will tell you that it requires two profiles, and it forces you to select two profiles and all that. Yes, it is available on Play Store, App Store, everywhere it is available at the moment. Once you get inside it, right? Let's say if Ayush is asking about is he going to have a serious health concern, then he can select that question. We believe in transparency, so we help you, we let you see that the specific question you are going to ask is so and so. It is going to take maybe 10 to 15 seconds if server is under load, and it is going to cost you 49 coins. What is the principle of coin here? So you can go and recharge your account. So when you log in first time in our application gives you 100 coins. So in 100 coins you can ask two questions for free. Why 100 coins? Because we believe that at a given point in time in anyone's life, there cannot be more than two burning issues, right? So if there are more than two burning issues, then already you are in soup, right? You you don't need an astrologer, you need something else. So that is where we believe that only two burning issues would be there, and 100 coins are more than enough for somebody to go and ask those questions. So you can go, you can ask your specific questions there. How exactly it would look like is what I'm going to tell you now. So just give me a minute, guys. Just give me 1 minute. Earlier we used to come at 8:30, but we started, shifting left so that I can sleep on time. Otherwise, a lot of people used to push me to sit here for a longer hour, right? Around 11:30, 12. So that's the reasoning we started doing it early. So if anybody is not informed, that's all right. But now when you select this specific question, you just put it there, the specific coin and other things, and then can we put our question? No. So we are deliberately preventing that. Earlier version of Lacuna Astro used to allow everybody to use it like a chat GPT, right? You could just type in and we could just get the answers curated for you. But that has inherent issue, right? What is that inherent issue? Because there are certain things where you have to control what exactly the user is asking, which is nothing but an extra effort for us. Now, since we know what are the primary concerns in anybody's life, for example, if we just talk about health, so do I have a serious health issue? Do I have a minor health issue? Do I need surgery, right? Will I enjoy good health, right? Is there a possibility of an accident? Is there a possibility of getting injured in an accident, right? So all these are the prominent questions when it comes to health. If somebody now wants to ask something fancy, right, about their health, and that fancy thing can be, can I go for some plastic surgery, right? And I want to look more beautiful than whatever shape and size I have, then it falls into surgery itself, right? So majority of things are covered here, and that is the reasoning. These are selected very meticulously, so it is not like uh, ultimately we want to prevent somebody to go extra mile and ask questions which are relevant. So just to prevent that irrelevancy, it has been built like this. Earlier we had this as an open platform where you could come and ask your questions, and then the backend system used to use the NLP, and based on the NLP used to understand what exactly you are asking. Then the data curation used to happen, and then the ultimate um, AI engine used to execute that query. So that all was there, and we still have most of it, but it is now tightly controlled. So we control what exactly you can ask, and I think it is good enough, because there are 175 average questions are being asked on every day. So that's absolutely fine. We don't have any issues. We see this working, so it's all right. Mm. And yeah, it stops user from overthinking, and it also helps user to be very focused. And sometimes when you go to an astrologer, you don't even know what exactly you want to ask, right? And you may have a very vague thought about it. You may be going through a situation, but you may not have the clarity what exactly you really want to ask. So here at Lacuna Astro, what we do, we just make it a lot more simpler for you, because the questions are already curated for you. And since these are curated, our calculations and the implementations are very specific to the questions which we are giving to you. So for example, let's go and look into it. So do I have a serious health issue? And let's assume if Ayush is asking this question, and as soon as you submit, right, so it clearly tells you that Ayush is going to have a serious health issue. So the possibility of happening this is very high. Yeah. The possibility of happening this is very high. Why we are saying it is going to be very high? For that, these are the specific dashas which are calculated, and based on the planetary positions, the strength of the position, the drishtis, the Shadbal details, everything is being analyzed. And this answer, I also want to be very clear about, this answer is purely given based on the Parashi techniques. It is not using anything other than that. For example, now we have introduced the Nadi as well, but that has not been incorporated in this capability right now. So nobody, the answers which you are getting are based on the Parashi technique. So, and we are also in a phase where we are validating whether the predictions given by Parashi and the predictions given by Nadi, how different they are. So we don't see much deviation there. We are still finding that 80 to 90% of the predictions are matching, as long as the right technique without confusing people are being built. Yeah. So now here, if you see, right, the specific dashas are being implemented. In case if any planet is going to be a problem for you, then what is the remedy for that is very beautifully described here. Sometimes people like Saloni, right, who are already interested in astrology, and then they want to understand what is the reasoning behind it, right? Why exactly this specific answer is being given, right? Obviously, we are not showing you the internal implementation in terms of the logic which executes, but we tell you the fair enough reasoning as well. What exactly is motivating us to tell that this is not going to work for you, right? So every planet is very specifically categorized, and you get to see their avastha, their specific character, which house they are sitting, what is the relation they are having with the sign, and everything, whatever BPHS explains, right? So that is what is used as a foundation for this prediction. So once this prediction comes out, this is what you get to see. Now this is basically in terms of consultation, right? So if you have any questions related to astrology, then you can ask directly to me here in this session. If you feel shy, if you feel that no, I want to ask somewhere in a very private kind of setting, then you can go and use this application also. What it does, it also allows you to see the history as well. So in the history, you will get to see all the questions which are being asked through your account. So that is also um no, that depends, Saloni. I don't want to debate on that, because we are trying both the techniques, and we know which one is accurate and which one is not. So uh, I would say that BPHS is good for descriptive things, to describe what exactly you are going to experience, and up to large extent when exactly you are going to experience is also very well. I mean, we can define that, but there are certain fundamental differences between the nadi and the BPHS, right? But I would not discuss about those things, because that is the secret recipe we have, right? So why would we talk about it? So we are not going to reveal those things. Uh, yeah, that's the reasoning, I know, right? People here would love to go in details, and that is exactly where we don't want to take people. That is the purpose of it, and the intention behind building this product is also to keep people who claim that they know astrology, right? So we want to keep them away out of this ecosystem. The reasoning is very simple, because we know people who know astrology, they for example, you just gave an statement, right? BPHS is more accurate as compared to nadi. So that's a very bold statement you gave, right? Without even understanding how exactly nadi can be utilized, which makes the time of the predictions, when exactly the event is going to happen, it can be far more accurate than BPHS, right? And BPHS is not predominantly going to help you in terms of deriving a pinpointed event time frame and other things, right? So although you can do that, we are doing it. I'm not saying that it can't be done, but 12,000, more than 12,500 line of code has been written to derive that. How the hell a human astrologer can definitely go and apply all the logics which is helping us derive that, right? So it is humanly impossible for somebody to use BPHS and lead to a logical conclusion. So that's the thing. And when it comes to nadi, right? So nadi is a far more robust framework. It's very robust framework, and the people who have designed that, right? Uh, have really understood how exactly the planets function. So that's the reasoning we have implemented nadi as well. And for us now, we 70% of the times we rely on nadi, because the predictions are pretty good. If anybody has any specific questions, feel free to ask. I would be available to you for next 1 hour, and then the session would be closed for today. Yeah, I wouldn't mind, but I see there is a possibility of disagreement. because you may say that no, 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 this is going to happen and this isn't going to happen. So I generally don't prefer touching these kind of charts. So I would suggest you, Saloni, if you want, right, you go and ask your question in the application. And if you have any specific questions after that, then definitely I'll look into it. But for now, since you are already into this, right, and you understand this pretty well, why you want to bring in, mm, confusion for you? So, but I have no problem. If you want, we can do that. Since you have been watching this, right, for a while now, so it's almost 20 odd minutes you have been here. So let's see what is there in your chart. What makes you like this? No, I would like to look into your chart now. So just share the details. Let me see who you are. It's for fun. Ah. So that's the fundamental issue, right? So a lot of times I have seen people use astrology for fun only. So that's the level it has reached. Kya kare? But still, you share your details and let's see what is there. Meanwhile, if you want, you can download the application, create your token, and then share your token. That would be the right way to do it. Otherwise, I can also create it for you. That's absolutely fine. Saloni, if you want, please do share your details. If anybody is new here, you can share your details and I can just quickly look into your chart. The session would be closing very soon. Awesome. Hey, hi, Mayank. How are you doing? Let's add Mayank into the queue. Mayank, I'm just going to create your profile. Just be with me for 2 more minutes. Mayank Sharma. Mayank, may I request you to please validate your details? One of my friends called me today, and they work for a FMCG company, and it's a US based company, and they got hacked today, and they're saying that it is Iranian attack, right? So when they log in into their systems, so the Active Directory is showing them a kid, right? And that kid is facing towards the other side. So he was very happy. He said that, oh, आज कोई काम नहीं है, we got hacked and all that thing, right? So I was wondering, what if, although all the servers and everything for Lacuna Astro is all set here in India, it's within the proximity of Indian borders. But what if we were also having a server sitting there in US and having the Microsoft infrastructure, then we could have also got hacked. So let's. So Mayank, thank you so much for confirming. This is your token. I would request you to please keep this token with you. This is very important token for you. This is the unique identifier for you in our system, right? So next time when you come, this is the token which we would use to extract all your information from our system. So my humble request is that please make sure this token is maintained with you and is not been lost. What is your question? So Mayank, if I just look at your numerological chart, so here at Lacuna Astro we do a couple of things, right? First we look into your numerological chart, which gives us very surface level understanding who you are, what you do, and all those things. Hey, hi Abhishek, how are you doing? So those details are yeah, that's fine, that's fine. So those details are something which helps us understand about you at a very surface level. Then we start looking into your Kundali. So when it comes to Kundali, we look at multiple things here. We look at your Lagna chart. We look at your Chalit. We also look into your Nadi chart as well. So those are the things we use to conclude. So don't get surprised when I say that your numerological chart indicates that career can be an ongoing issue, and it also indicates that there can be an issue related to a relationship as well at later point in time. Right now you are not grown up, so it is not a big concern, but that's absolutely fine. In your kundli, mangal dosha is cancelled, so still you should be a little bit generous about the way you conduct things, right? And your aggression and other things can still be there, so थोड़ा सा उसको आप ध्यान में रखिए. Now if I just see that the possibility of job, so your chart is pretty strong when it comes to job. It is very strong, uh, so that is definite that you must be working, but at the same time it is also having certain combinations. Five, for example, 5, 8 and 12 are being formed quite frequently. So 5 and 8 is formed, 5 with 12 is formed, 5 12 is formed, 8 12 is formed, 5 12 is formed. You can continue to do the job, but definitely there is a ongoing concern as well. Just give me one more minute. Just give me 2 more minutes, and I'll just answer. Mars, Shukra, Mars, Shukra. There is a possibility you may lose your job. Abhishek, Abhishek, we have somebody named Saloni here, right? Probably you two can connect. She is like-minded, right? She's like you, who is also uh, quite a bit of having interest in this area. Just Shukra. Mayank, there is a possibility of you leaving this job. So there is a possibility for that. I would suggest don't do that. Just stay here. Obviously, there can be a bit of turbulence in whatever you're doing, and they would be. I mean, the situation is quite dramatic, right? Because the combination which is there, it is a force exit, so they can push you for exit, right? Which is not a very healthy situation. But just be with me for one more minute. Abhishek, we are building a desktop application which has the transit capabilities. So starting from the sessions starting from April, right? We would have that capability. Uh, so we'll be. You always wanted us to share the screen, right, so that everybody can learn. So, so potentially we are going to have that very soon. So that desktop application would have all the capabilities where you can look into the transit and other things. So it will simplify a lot of things. So everything would be automated in that. So that is and one more thing, that we are building cross platform, so it can run on Linux, it can run on Windows, it can run on iOS, it can run on Android, it can run on Windows. Means you name it and it would run everywhere. So we are building it in such a way so that it has a complete platform agnostic environment. So and potentially we are heading for something which you mentioned around 2 months ago, right? Let's target astrologers. So we are going to target astrologers also. So that is something which is coming very soon. Travel profession, private one, but career. I would suggest one thing to you, Mayank. This time is very tough for you. Okay, so I don't think in near future there is anything considerable going to change. The time when you can experience far better environment than what you are currently going through is coming for you in 2027 March. Anything before that, even the 2027 March transit would be having a less insulting situations for you, but obviously that time is going to be far more suitable for you in order to have a better experience when it comes to job. So I would say wait for that time. Before that, just hold on. Okay, sure, sure, I'll check that. Abhishek, just give me 1 minute. Are you open for that, or are you just having your head down and focusing on astrology, right? So, if you are reading, uh, putting your head around, tell me one thing. What is happening with your mood, right? Last time when we spoke, you were going through some something which was bothering you, right? And the prediction was that it is going to get away very soon. Job stability. The current time is tough. Mayank, if you are there, let me know. The current time is tough. Better time than this is coming in 2027 March. He needs to continue the current job. There is a possibility of force exit. See, I can see the 5812 is formed in very strongly in your current chart, Mayank. I don't know, but you need to confirm. You may be going through a work environment which is really pathetic. Okay, so it is definitely something where you would not be feeling, psychologically safe. Uh, uh, but I would say that try to find a way to survive this. Otherwise, if you go for an exit, right, the better opportunity is anyhow not available right now, unless there is a considerable change in the dasha, which is happening somewhere in the month of March 2027. So it's my humble request that please do maintain the current status. Don't try to change things here. If you do so, the next opportunity itself would not be giving you that level of elevation which you are looking for. So the better thing for you would be that why don't you, start looking for something which is uh, manageable for you. uh, Leaving the job, or try to make sure that this job is saved somehow. There is a possibility where it can get dirty. So, and if you are looking for any remedies or anything of that sort, it's largely influenced by somebody else, right? So there is something which you can definitely do. For that, just give me a minute. Just give me 1 minute. There is only one thing you can do: start doing the Beej mantra chanting for Mars. Other than that, I don't think there is anything else which you can try right now. Okay, take care of yourself, man, and let us know whenever you decide to switch. We are going ahead with Abhishek, and after Abhishek, we are going to add two more profiles into the queue. one is for Namrata, another one is for. But Mayank, I would like to hear something from you. How's your experience right now in your job? If you don't mind, can you help me understand that, or you are not working at all? Can you specify, or you got fired? I want your answer on that. If you can tell me, then this will really help for future reference. So Abhishek, I think last time when we spoke, right, I also said that if I just speak based on the numerology, right? Um, Sri Ram, you are added into the queue, so don't worry. You are already added into the queue. So your numerological chart is indicating that there is a career and relationship. These two things can be ongoing issue for you lifelong. That is what your numerological chart is indicating. But you are 2000 born, but luckily your chart is having fairly strong combinations. More than 60% of the blocks are filled. So we can't say that the date is not mature. So date is pretty mature. Now, career is one thing which can be a problem. This is purely based on numerology, and I don't give it's 25% weightage. I don't give it more weightage beyond this, and that is something which you, obviously, but there is a possibility of you having considerable property and other things made. So that the problem is that, and that was the reasoning at the very first time when we spoke, right? That is what influenced me to say that potentially you can end up becoming a politician or somebody like that. Because having this kind of configuration is also indicating that potentially one of the dimensions or one of the sides of your life would not be very stable. So बट लेट्स लुक इनटू द एस्ट्रोलॉजिकल चार्ट. न्यूमरोलॉजी करने जाएंगे तो फिर तो हो गया हमारा काम तमाम. So let's proceed with that. But this is what it shows. Just keep in mind your chart is also having a very strong mangal dosh. Is it your chart? uh, I think last time when you came, we didn't enable this, so now it is enabled. So your chart is also having quite a strong Mangal dosh there, right? Mars is in 12th house and it is having a conjunction with Sun there in the 12th house. So that is also happening in your chart. Let me validate that. Mm, yeah, okay, that is fine. And for true love, 511 is required. So Moon is having 511. Who else is having 511? Uh, Only the Moon is having a very strong 511 involvement there, but along with 12, that's fine. But 511 is winning. Okay. But how do we say that? अरे रुक जा. Just don't influence the reading by your inputs, Abhishek. If you continue to influence the reading, then whatever I would say, people would think that oh ho इसने तो पहले ही बता दिया था. So just give me 2 more minutes, my friend, and then we can take it forward. Just give me 2 more minutes. The good thing is, I mean, see, 511 coming along with 12, because when 5 and 12 are being formed, right, you would have already read all this, Abhishek, since you are also following the same guru I am following, right? So as long as there is a combination of just 5 and 12, it starts indicating physicality involved in the love, right? But as long as the combination is diluted, right, and it forms 5, 11, 12, it becomes quite a bit of, a positive indication. So now the point I want you to be clear about that, uh, moon is having a clear indication of you finding somebody which you can consider as a strong indication. So that is there, and it can lead to quite an intense relationship also. Okay, but let's see. And you are in Chandrama Dasha, so definitely, man, uh, I strongly feel that you are going to get that. But just hold on. Deep. Let's do a deep dive. Just hold on. Abhishek, others would be thinking, what kind of astrology is going on here, because we are not talking about राहु ने उसको देख लिया और वो इसके साथ आके बैठ गया और ये वाला योग बन गया. सो वी आर नॉट टॉकिंग लाइक दैट, राइट? सो पीपल मे बी थिंकिंग व्हाट दीज गाइज आर डूइंग, राइट? मे बी दे आर जस्ट मेकिंग फन ऑफ एस्ट्रोलॉजी, क्योंकि उनके लिए एस्ट्रोलॉजी कुछ और ही है ना. But anyways, let's see. You are in Chandrama Guru. How is Guru uncle doing? Guru uncle is also supportive for this, and Guru uncle is also indicating that 2711 is formed there, right? So I think you have found somebody which is a perfect match, man. I would say that take it seriously. You can take this relationship seriously. uh, if we could get her chart right, then potentially we could be a lot more precise about it. But as far as your chart is concerned, I feel that you found somebody which has a good potential, man. I would say, yeah, she's the one, man. I would say consider this. Consider this. And this is not going to end anytime soon. I'm just trying to find out if there is a possibility of break and other things. Have you both exchanged your numbers? Are you both connected now on WhatsApp? No, I understand. I understand. But I hope you both have exchanged numbers. I would just have a humble request to you, Abhishek. Don't put your astrologer hat when you are talking to her. Okay? Otherwise, you would become a bit judgmental. And I don't want you to be that guy, because in relationship, let's keep it quite fluid when you're starting. And potentially you and I can work on it together. Let's keep it very, something which is coming from your heart, rather than coming from your mind. So but I feel that based on the current combinations which are reflecting in your chart, it is a very strong possibility that you have found somebody who is going to be there in your life for a considerably long time. Now look at her background also, because after marriage you were supposed to grow, right? So now just look at her background, how that can help you become what you what you wanted to become, right? So uh, just check the background also, how her father can help you become a politician. Jokes apart, but just do that exercise also, so that there is a confidence in the relationship, right? And it should not be getting influenced by the previous understandings you have had about your chart. So that is the reasoning I'm saying, when you pursue this relationship, keep this astrologer's hat aside. If you start putting that in the context, then probably you would screw this relationship. So but there is no clear indication. Nice, man. I think you found somebody. Let's move on, guys. We are now going to Namrita. Namrita, if you're there, please let me know. Then I think you are on a right path, man. This is beautifully aligning with the previous discussions we had about the journey you are going to have, right, in your life. So I'm quite comfortable saying that you have found somebody with whom you can just take your life forward. Just keep me posted how it goes. I'm quite positive that this is going to work out for you. And good to see you, man. I thought that you are angry and you are not coming here because we blocked two of your profiles, but leave that. Good to see you. Good to see you back again. Namrata ji, thank you so much for sharing your details. Let's proceed with your chart. And Abhishek, I would still love to speak to you, but the day I said we'll speak, and it went into a different tangent, right? So, uh, but uh, we'll connect offline, Abhishek. We'll connect offline. Let me focus on the session now. And thank you so much for coming to the session. If you want to stay here, please stay. Otherwise, just go and finish your dinner, man. Uh, we are now going to create Namrata ji's chart, and let's see what is there. Date of birth 25 July 1998 in New Jersey, USA. Marriage timing. Children, boys and girls. When I will meet husband. Profession. See, Namrata ji, you are asking something. I mean, see, there is a possibility of predicting the gender and other things also, but pehle let's focus on one thing. That is profession, I think, right? Let's focus on that, and then let's focus on marriage. Then we'll talk about children. Directly jumping on children is a long shot. I don't think we should even think about it when other things are not sorted out. I want you to clarify the place you mentioned. Is that the place you were born, or you were born somewhere here in India and you are currently in New Jersey? What's your birthplace? I want you to clearly call out that. Okay, marriage. I think career is going good then. That's fine. We can focus on that, but I want you to clearly call out your birthplace, if you don't mind, please. Okay. Any specific place? If New Jersey, I don't have in the database, but I can get it added immediately for you. I'll just add this and then we'll add that. I'll just add this and then get it updated in the backend. Just hold on. I'll create your other details and then I'll get it updated. Just hold on. July. mostly Indians come here, right? So fine, just give me a minute. I'll get it added into the DB. Just hold on. Namrata, please confirm your details if everything is all right. Arey, that is fine, yeah, but it's about the place they are born, right? I think there are a lot of places which are not added here, right? A lot of places from Russia, a lot of places from Canada. Those are the places which we haven't added here, right? Because we don't see anybody coming from those places. Um, Namrata, may I request you to please validate this? Okay. Let me see if it is there. Yeah, it is there. Perfect. Awesome. Good. Time zone is US Arizona. For New York, I think New York के लिए time zone would change. Just hold on. Which one you want me to select? New York City? Let's see. No, that we are not. This is US Arizona only, so that's all right. This is a kind of big loophole, I feel, because this needs to be corrected. I think this time zone is fine. I just checked it. No, that's fine. I just checked it on Google, and this is what was there. Yeah. Yeah. So we have picked New York only, New York City, and this has almost same latitude and longitude. So time zone also is something I just checked and updated it. Is that all right? Are you okay now? Shall we proceed, or you want me to change something else? Awesome, perfect. Let's proceed. Yeah, so time zone is correct. I think we should not worry about that now. Thank you, Namrata, for having patience and allowing me to correct things. So please have your token with you. This is something which we would request you to share with us in case if you try to connect again in the future. So this is the token which is going to uniquely identify in our system. So Namrata, your numerological chart is indicating that, I mean, it is not denying marriage. And that is one thing. So it's not denying marriage. Uh, your chart is also not indicating any sort of Mangal dosh. That is fine. Are we looking at right details? But the combination, necessary combinations for marriage is not formed. It's not formed entirely. Just hold on. So for a healthy marriage, right, you need formation of 2711 there, right, where two is nothing but the two families, two different genders starting their family, right? So that is there. That is absolutely found in your chart. Uh, Quite a fair bit of repetition is also been seen. Seven. Why do we need seven, right? So seven is needed. It is a kind of consent of society, right? It allows you to have a recognition of your relationship. So that is why we need seven. 11 is something which indicates the gain from that relationship. It is basically the realization of the desires you have. So that's the purpose of 11. Now if we just concentrate on this, just to find out whether it has been formed or not. So largely 7 is quite scattered, and it is not directly available. Just give me 2 more minutes. I'll be silent for some time, and I'll look into the chart thoroughly, and then I'll start talking about it. Just give me 2 more minutes. So the month which has ended, right, somewhere at the mid of that month, it is also an indication that you already had a partner. The current time which is going on, which is started from February mid, right, and it is going to end somewhere in the month of May, is indicating a separation as well. Because 1 6 10 is formed there, right? So it is. Just give me 2 more minutes. I need to find that sweet spot, right, where you can. Yeah. Abhishek, the Mangal dosh which we are calculating is considering the D9 as well. But there are multiple ways to calculate the Mangal dosh, right? So potentially we can discuss this offline. I'll let you know what logic we have, and potentially if you want we can discuss about it. But there are multiple ways to look into that. Let me focus on her chart, and then we can connect offline on this. See, uh, Namrata, if you want to connect offline, I have no issues. I can talk to you offline as well. What I'm going to tell you, if you feel uncomfortable, you can just say that I want to connect offline. But it seems that you already have a partner right now, and you both are seriously involved with each other as well. There is a possibility of this getting translated into a marriage as well, but that would happen somewhere in the month of March 2027. That is where the possibility of happening this event is extremely strong. Right now, there are windows in which there can be an indication that things can take forward, but ultimately getting it translated into a marriage is something which seems to be a bit of a issue. So what I would say, if you can wait, right, 2027 March is the time when definitely we are going to see a considerable traction in terms of marriage. And the current time is not in absolute favor of that. um, Even if you want, you can go, but in US I don't think there is a this social acceptance and other things matter a lot. But definitely if live in and other things, if you want, you can still explore that as a possibility. Even you can go for a family planning as well, but social acceptance is not there, so that you are going to get somewhere in the month of March. No, husband profession and on the all that, I don't think how somebody can tell you that. So that is definitely not going to be possible. At least as far as we know, we would not be able to predict how exactly or what exactly your husband would be doing. So that is nearly a long shot. So we would not be able to predict that. Okay. I mean, I can tell you anything, but That doesn't make sense. There is a way we can look into it, but in live sessions we don't do that. So here in the live session we can't really look into the profession part, but definitely you are in a relationship at the moment is what we see here, and it's a quite an intense relationship. And potentially if you want to take this to marriage, then definitely you can go for it. Obviously the kind of culture you live in, right, is also quite supportive for a singularity, right, where people prefer having their own private zones and other things, right, where, so that is what has been reflected here, which from the culture point of view where you are, this is a very normal behavior. I don't think this is a concern. uh, the major thing is, since 5-8 is very frequently formed, right, I don't want to comment on that. So I would say that that is something where you need to be a little bit careful in terms of the commitments and other things. So that is something which you should take care of. Other than that, marriage is going to be a stable marriage. You would not right now, in the future, we don't see any serious occurrences which can result into a separation. So for that purpose, I would say that just be a little bit more, committed in the relationship, and that should be fine. But as I said, March 2027 is when potentially you would be getting somebody, or maybe the current relationship is what you would try to materialize in a marriage. This is the time when marriage can take place. There is already Namrata, if you don't mind, can you confirm if you already have somebody in your life, if there is any uh, ongoing relationship you have, if you don't mind? This will help us make sure that yes, what we saw is what is happening in your life. May I request for your validation, please? No is also fine. Sometimes what we say may not be happening, but if you feel all right, I would request you to confirm if you are okay. Yeah, I think you can take it forward, and this is this time for you to get a little bit more intense in this relationship. And obviously your heart is pounding for that guy, right? So your heartbeat would be telling you what your body wants, right? So that is there, and that is the reasoning I said that there can be a bit of intensity in the relationship, so that you can decide. But if you are serious and if you want to take it forward, potentially this is what, because the current dasha itself is indicating that there can be some level of traction between you two. So if there is attraction, affection already going on, uh, then give a try. And the month which I am mentioning is something which is supporting. Yeah. So hey, Abhishek, may I request you to please delete this? Please delete your message. This is inappropriate. May I request you to please delete this message? So, and Namrata, I think this is what I had to share with you as far as the profession and other things uh, are concerned. I think this is what I have to tell you. Let's move on, guys. Who is next? Sri Ram. Mr. Sri Ram, if you are there, let me know. We are adding one more profile into the queue that is coming from Yashashvi. Yashashvi, if you are there, let me know, please. Okay, Sriram is there. Sriram is there. Fine. What's your question? So Sriram, you are from Andhra, right? I would say, but it's all right. Yeah, means see, most likely you would be in Rahu Dasha right now. But let's check what is going on. Sriram, we are creating a profile. Yeah, I deleted it. I deleted it. We have to make sure everybody feels psychologically safe here. It should not happen that. um 2006 July. Sriram, please validate your details if you don't mind. Sriram, can you validate your details? Yashashvi would be the last reading for today, and then we'll close the session. Thank you, Sriram. And this is your token. I would request you to please have this token with you. Since we are moving towards the closure of the session, right, I would like to quickly talk about what Laguna Astro is, right? So Laguna Astro is my product. I'm the founder of this company, and the purpose of Laguna Astro is to simplify astrology. We want to hide the nonsense which basically would create a confusion for you rather than an outcome. And there are plenty of details out there, but which one works for you is something neither you know nor whom you consult knows about it, right? And that is where the practicality comes. And here at Laguna Astro, what we do a lot of validation about the charts and see if something is being claimed, then has it happened somewhere? Do we have a documented fact for it? So as long as there is a fact for that, and if that specific theory is being practically proven, then that is what we codify. And at Laguna Astro, what we do, the software, the mobile application which is available on App Store and Play Store, allows you to really go and take advantage of those algorithms which we are building. It is not purely based on the theory which is written in the books. That I want to be clearly calling out. It is definitely using that as a reference, but also at the same time using the actual life events of people to validate whether those conditions have really satisfied those situations or not. Otherwise, God knows, right? लिखने वाले ने लिख दिया, पढ़ने वाले ने पढ़ लिया, बनाने वाले ने बना दिया, वो हो रहा है नहीं हो रहा है, that is what makes a difference. So that is what basically we do here. What you do, this is the dashboard we have. It allows you to book an appointment with me in case if you have a personal connect with me. It also allows you to look into your Kundali, and that is exactly where I was showing you the details. And you can look into your Nadi chart. Minimum 500 coins is required in your account in order to look into the Nadi chart. 2005, 2026, personalized, it's not personalized prediction, it is a generalized prediction for the Lagna, for the ascendant. So 2026 specific ascendant related predictions are also available. You can go and have a specific consultation in these specific areas. You can ask your question and get the answers. Those are very precise and focused. You can generate your report as well. You can generate your yearly report. You can check the compatibility with your partner, on what parameters you both would be struggling and all those things. You can check your mobile number and see whether that mobile number is really giving you what you deserve. And you have your predictions also, daily prediction, monthly prediction, and yearly prediction. And at the same time, you get to see your LoshuGrid, complete details of your LoshuGrid with predictions. You also get to see the numerology, right? So in the numerology, you get to see everything what somebody expects from a numerology software. So everything comes here. Around 21 different parameters are being classified and absolutely personalized for you. So that covers everything. If you want to read and understand you and your personality and your hidden traits, then definitely you can go and try this. So this is also available for free. Vastu Shastra is also there. Vastu Shastra is something which is at a very crude level. You can, it needs a lot of work. Potentially we may remove it. We may have a separate application for it. But here what it does, it allows you to just use the different dimensions of your home, right? And these are nothing but the dishas. So in those specific directions, you can just choose the specific structure which is being built. And then based on that selection, the system identifies whether that construction is right or wrong. So it's very basic right now, but it is going to improve soon. Now let's proceed with Sri Ram's chart. What are you asking, man? You are not able to concentrate, right? You are quite an emotional guy, and maybe the reasoning behind you are not being able to concentrate is because of the emotion and your inclination towards somebody that may be bothering you. And now, as I said, you are in Rahu Mahadasha at the moment, and your chart is also reflecting the same thing. And since you are, ये वैसा होता है ना कि there are certain things when they are, I mean, this is my viewpoint. I don't know what other astrologers think about it, but I feel that when the dasha is about to end, it is more brutal during that time, right? So if what you said is exactly what you are feeling, then what I am saying is absolutely correct. So what I would suggest you, Sri Ram, is that the dasha is going to finish very soon. It is ending in 2026 November. Okay, so early November is when you are going to get out of it. So that is one thing. So that is one thing you must be clear about. Okay, Sri Ram. So this duration is something where you would have an inclination towards somebody. Okay, and this inclination is going to make you a little bit anxious about it, and it is going to end very soon. For that, I would suggest at this age, this is absolutely normal, uh, and I don't think you should be really bothered about it. This is the time for you to just take it light, take it easy. Okay, don't really try to get indulged into it. This love and affair and having an affection for somebody is very normal at your age. So I don't think you should be really creating a troll on you. Otherwise, your studies would be screwed up, right? So this is something which I would advise you to please take it easy. It is not something which you should be really um, allowing to affect you. Obviously it does, you can't really prevent, but the good news is you are getting out of the situation very soon. Okay, so you have to just manage the situation. For this, I can suggest you to try certain meditative techniques. If you want, what we can do, we do have a research paper, and that research paper is uh, it's not our research, it has been done by scholars sitting there in US. They are Indians, but they have done a fair enough research on this, where based on the specific lagna and the specific moon situation for that lagna, the specific meditative techniques are being recommended. So if you want, we can make it available to you. That's free, and you need not to pay anything for that. Mm. So you can just go and start practicing that meditation, right? It would allow you to be a little bit more aware of your emotions, would allow you to have a little bit more control over the situations you are going through. Other than that, I don't think there is anything else you should be trying right now. In case if you reach out to us, there is one more thing I can suggest you, but I would not be advising that here in the live session, because in the live sessions we don't recommend any remedies to anybody. But all in all, this is something which is going to be there for next 8 months, and then you would be all right. This is because of the Rahu Dasha which is going on. The solution is to be a bit more mindful, practice meditation. So I know, I mean, at your age group, you guys want a solution, right? But you don't want to do anything. So that is the reasoning. Choice is yours. If you are really genuinely looking for a solution for you, then you can connect. Otherwise, enjoy. Anyhow, it is going to get over. You continue thinking about that relationship. Relationship is something which, at your age group, we don't entertain these questions. So anything related to relationship, I touched that point because you came from that angle, right? Where you are in Rahu Dasha, you spoke about the tension and other things, and your numerological chart is indicating quite a bit of emotion, and the current Dasha itself is indicating that there can be inflection, inclination towards somebody. So that is the reasoning that conclusion has happened. But we would not be answering anything related to your relationship. I would say that take it easy. It's all right. Having an affection for somebody is absolutely fine. But if you are looking for any sort of answers, then on that, then I'm sorry, you can leave. Mm. Let's move on, guys. 2006 born, worried about his relationship. So I would say just ignore that relationship and focus on your studies. Yashashvi, Yashvi, Yukta. Your name is Yukta. Okay, Yukta. Hey, hi, Yukta. How are you doing? If you also have relation related question, then I would request you to leave. But what are you asking? How will be my career? I'm preparing for MBA. MBA के लिए क्या प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हो आप? कैट देना है क्या आपको? and want to start business, or should I go for a creative career? क्वेश्चन तो काफ़ी डीप है, अच्छा है. लेट्स लुक इनटू इट. एमबीए के लिए क्या तैयारी कर रहे हो? आई वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट. ओके, if you need books, I have the complete set of that, right? uh, would you like to see? Just let me bring that. Just hold on. Just give me a minute. It's sitting idle. Potentially you can use it. Just give me a minute. Oh my god. So after, I know, I think after 8 years I have touched these books, right? So I do have the complete set. If you want, I can send it to you. Potentially this can help you prepare. This book is really good. It helped me learn a lot of things. So I think this is when I appeared for it, 2016. So if you want, you can get it. But if you are just if you were just kidding with me, right, then it's all right. Let's move on, guys. We are creating profile for Yukta. Delhi. पहले GMAT clear तो करो. First clear that, right? This is the last profile for today. Starting from tomorrow, we are going to make sure anybody who is born before 2002, right? We would not even take their questions. Yukta, please validate your details. Thank you. This is your token. I would request you to please keep this handy. Next time when you come, this is what I would be expecting you to share with me. You are asking multiple questions, but let's look into it. Hey, hi Hanshu, how are you doing? I think acting seems to be the right career for you, if that is what you want to pursue. If you want to pursue that, then definitely you can explore that as a possibility. But your numerological chart is not at all in support of acting. But that's all right. That doesn't mean anything. And there is a strong possibility of you traveling abroad as well. But right now, if you want to go there for long term and for the purpose of settling there, then definitely you can explore that possibility. So I would say, rather than looking for acting as a career, right, you should look for education as an option. Reasoning is simple, because the sustainability, if for you going for the higher studies and then having a career makes more sense than going for the acting, because in acting sustainability is not long. So there, it can be a momentarily thing, right? So you thriving in that and becoming what's her name, Deepika Padukone, is not going to happen. Okay, so if you know that this is not going to give you the necessary growth and the opportunity, then why would you waste your time? So rather than that, look for an uh, option to go for higher studies. That is what my recommendation would be. Okay. 5 7 MBA or acting. 5 7 9 and 3 and 3 9 12 are analyzed. तुम सब कर लो। ना ना, तुम सब कर लो, सब कर लो, पहले एमबीए कर लो। बिजनेस के लिए कल कल आ सकते हो आप। टुडे आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू लुक इनटू दैट। 3 9 12 are analyzed. The chart has support for long term travel opportunities. Acting as a career is possible, but growth is not there. So the suggestion is to focus on studies. Fine, guys. I think we are done for today. Thank you, everyone, for this lovely opportunity. I enjoyed this session thoroughly, and I look forward to connecting with you all again tomorrow. A new version of Lacuna Astro is launching very soon. If somebody is interested, you can have. सर प्रोफाइल कैसे बिल्ड करूं एमबीए के लिए, बिकॉज आई एम फ्रॉम साइंस बैकग्राउंड, एनी गाइडेंस? प्रोफाइल कैसे बिल्ड करो? Potentially I can send you my profile. When I went to IIM Kozhikode, then I had to do all this shit, right? Um I can send you that if you want. It can help you, but you decide what you really want to do. Huh? Uh, you can go check my LinkedIn. Potentially you'll get some ideas from there. Okay. Okay, everybody. This was a great session. I thoroughly enjoyed looking into your charts, and thank you so much for trusting me and giving this wonderful opportunity to look into your charts. At Lacuna Astro, our focus remains same. We want to make sure the application is self-sustainable and works in complete autonomy, right? So as long as it becomes absolutely autonomous, it will be absolutely perfect, right? So yes, I come from engineering background. So you can just go and check my LinkedIn. You will get to know who am I. No more discussions about me. And oh, this is Abhishek. Oh, yeah, Abhishek. Yes. Okay. So I would suggest everybody to please take care of yourself, have a healthy life, happy life with your family. If you have not finished your dinner, have dinner on time. And the session, tomorrow's session would be starting around 8:30. I would request everybody to be available and let your friends and family know if they need any sort of consultation. I want to connect with genuine people who are having genuine problems. And as long as you help us build this, that is going to make a considerable difference. Every input, every chart which is being analyzed, as long as that's a genuine profile, it adds a considerable value into the algorithm which we are building, because the confidence level, the weightage goes up as we validate this. I don't think that I'm just doing a time pass. There is a longer vision and the commitment behind it. uh, Obviously you don't see us doing the circus on Google ads, on Instagram ads, but maybe we would also do that circus, right? But before we do that, we want to make sure what we are claiming is what really works. So this is nothing but a exercise to build the foundation, to build the to strengthen the capabilities we have. I think with this message, I would like to close for today, and mm, I would say good night, everybody, and take care of yourself. Let's connect tomorrow. Bye.